stages, and each stage you see it have a expansion, depression, yeah, move up and down, up and down, up and down, based on the international the world issue or event, yeah, that push the waves up, like you see in the first stage, yeah, with industrial revolution that pushed the global economic boom, yeah, expansion, and then the era of good feelings, and at the end hungry 40s. So this time the world have the very big health problem that yeah, more than 50% of the world population die, yeah, and make the end of the global economy. Then Victoria boom and make the global economy expand, yeah. So up and down, up and down. For these events or issue, you can search from internet, yeah, to see what is the issue, what is the story that make the global economy move up and down. Therefore, the quantitative economics grow this long way and can understand. And in this long way, you see the quantitative divide the evolution of capitalism into 3 phases, as we discussed here, yeah, competitive capitalism, organized capitalism, and globalized capitalism. So this is divided in three phases, and in this long way we see is a 3 column, yeah, 3 column, yeah. First is competitive, the second is the organized capitalism, and the third is globalized. And maybe in the future, yeah, maybe in the future still globalized, or it may go in another phase. But we can see the relationship between competitive to organize and to globalize. And each phase, you see, there are the involved factors. Like you see, the labor process in a long way. Yeah, this is the first and second row is a show about the period. And the third, you can see the first factor involved to make the divisions of 3 phases is the labor processes, then the role of government, next is the role of technology. You see, the role of technology support for created the infrastructure, you see. Yeah. That, okay, sorry. Yeah, you see, this here is the based on the created of the creation of technology, the support for new infrastructure, and the new infrastructure support more for economy. For example, you see the kind of building support for delivering the products or material. Yeah, because you see, industrial revolution boom, that the world exploit more material from the earth, and canal building support for material delivery. And next you see the first railway boom, yeah, the first railway boom that push more. You see the second wave, yeah, push more for delivering material and distribution of products. Yes, these are the important factors involved, yeah, for these phases. Okay, the first is the labor process. And the question is why evolution capitalism divide into and move from competitive to organized and to globalized. We will analyze the input, the involved factor that we can understand. Yes. So the first is the labor process. Labor process that change in competitive phase from manufacture to manufacture. Yeah, manufacture to manufacture. So in previous day, no industrial revolution, so no manufacture. It's like labor is the work by hand, yeah, like handicraft or something. No machine, yeah. But in competitive, because the world exploit the mineral from the earth, so we can create a machine. And companies now apply technology like machine to produce the products. And labor process here is not only human labor, yes, but human labor and machine labor. Manufacture is moved from manufacture to manufacture. So what is the difference between manufacture and manufacture? So manufacture is we can see the producing process with human labor and machine labor. That human labor stand in front of assembling line, and they work with components and then combine together into the finished products. But manufacture is moved in the next day. But okay, I don't know why it cannot work. Yes, manufacture is like machine labor work with machine labor. That here like the basic robot work with machine to produce the product, and human labor here is just like the expert who control the machine system, or something like less human labor working in machine factory system, that you see technology created that support more for a company to produce product. And competitive, what is the competitive? Competitive, you see, because the industrial boom, that this time, many new company created. Many company created, then they compete to each other, right? They compete to be the bigger side, and at the end, the big company can survive, could survive, and the smaller was bankrupt, right? That the big company will expand in the bigger side. Bigger side, that they apply more technology, more machine to produce products, and they produce many kind of products. Many kind of products. You see, it's like like a shoe. A company not only produce a kind of shoe, but many kind of shoe. One company produce many kind of clothes. For example, like different design, different products. That the bigger side, the big company must update new technology, more technology to produce more products, as well employ more labor, right? And with the technology, create a new infrastructure, support more for delivering and trading, the products. So that is competitive. Yeah, the first phase competitive because the companies compete to each other to be survive, yeah, and to become the bigger side. Then the big companies move to why move to the organized, yeah, organized. And the factors in the organized phase you see, I'm sorry, forgot with role of government in the competitive. You see, the government in the first phase is ignore, yeah, ignore. The first phase is no many things because uh, industrial developed and support more for government income. Therefore, government have no policy yet this time. But after that, yeah, because more competition, more conflict between companies, so the government sets some regulation. Yeah. So the labor process in the organized phase that you see move from manufacture to Fordism and Taylorism. So do you remember what is the Fordism? What is Fordism? Fordism make us remember about Henry Ford. Yeah, Henry Ford, Ford Automobile of the United States. Henry Ford work in automobile industry, and you see automobile industry produce a car, and the big company to a big automobile company is like not only produce a one kind of car, but many kind of car. That you see, four companies is very big company, and a car. You see, the process to produce a car is not simple. Yeah, there are many sections, and some or many sections is very difficult. So think about in the previous section, human labor work with machine, and field labor, yeah, field labor work with machine to produce a finished product, and in this phase, one labor may work with many sections. Yes, but in this phase, uh, car company produce many kind of car, and the process to produce a car, it seems like a car here in this phase has had more function. Yeah, that make the process more complex. And if one labor work in many section or finish a whole section, a labor cause might cause some mistake or many mistake, right? Because the process is very difficult and complex. And you see, with a car process, some sections are very important. If one or some section have the problem, a car cannot work. You see, it's not like a t-shirt. A t-shirt or a clothes is easier, but a car is uh, more difficult. That that's why you see Henry Ford talk about to divide, to separate labor. Yeah, divide process separately in section. Yeah, the same line, assembling line, but in this phase, Henry Ford separate labor into separate section. That each labor only work for one section, and then a labor will very specialize their skill. Yeah, so each section have the very skilled labor. Then every section will be very high quality, and a finished product will be very good quality of products. And exactly, right, that you see, this is the Henry Ford Fordism. Yeah, Henry Ford uh, create the labor process to like this. In this system, you see, this system, if we move labor from section to other section, labor cannot work. Yeah, because he or she, yeah, only specialize in his or her section. They cannot work with other section. Yeah, but they have very good skill, yeah, for the section. That is the the important factor to push for organized phase. You see, organized phase, that is the Henry Ford reorganize, yeah, restructure the process. Yes, and the role of government here is more policy support, yeah, created and control more with the big companies and control more for the economy. This phase, you see, the new technology created and support more for the new infrastructure. You see, yeah, more street and yeah, automobile. You see, automobile boom, the technology to create automobile. So this phase Fordism of labor process developed. Yeah, the important factor in here is reorganize. And here you see, with a very big company like Ford Automobile, you see now the process separate into separate section, and separate section in the big company can be the separate factory, right? For example, like four companies produce many kind of car. So each kind of car can be the different factory, or each section can be created in different company. For example, one company or one factory produce a wheel, yeah. Another factory produce a car frame, for example, because each section requires with different machine and different skill of labor. You see, separately, that machine now is only support for one section. Yeah, that is the organized. Yeah, this is the organized phase. And this phase is a very important to support for globalized phase. So what is the globalized phase? So we see, we move to globalized phase. Yeah, globalized. We discuss with no national products, right? No national technology. Okay, no national products and no national technology. We discussed about no national products mean now one product produced in many countries. Each country produce maybe each section that you see, this is the globalized. And from the organized phase, yes, Fordism divide the process separate in each section with separate technologies, separate labor. Then you see two globalized phase, a company or TNC, yeah, very easy to bring each separate section to other country, right? You see, this is globalized. And this, a company, TNC, can produce no national products because now a company can find partners around the world. Each partner involved into each section, and company can bring different technology to any nation they invest. Yeah, so this is the globalized and support from you see from reorganized of Fordism. And this in this phase you see the government involved more into global economy, yeah, and the national economy, that government set more policy as well in this phase. You see government involved into intergovernment, like international organization with WTO, IMF, yeah, and kind of international organization that support more for globalized economy as well. Yeah, new technology created and support for the new infrastructure, like you see digital telecommunication, and until now it's moved to for industrialized revolution. This is the new technology. Yeah, that evolution of capitalism that moved from competitive to organized to globalized. We see the evolution of company, yeah, of TNC as well. The bigger size and bigger size. You see, in competitive, the size of company is bigger in one nation, and then expand in many factories. Yeah, in many factories like groups of companies, and now is in globalized. You see, a group is become global. Yeah, global. It's bigger and bigger. Yes, that is the evolution of capitalism. And in this evolution, we can see the important role of technology. You see, technology is important to support for global economy, and as well to support for the evolution of TNC, of company. That's we continue with the role of technology. And you see, with the expansion of company and the role of technology, that push the global economy to create new economies, and many new economy created, like business services is a special economies, yeah, to support for global economy, like trading. Yeah, business services here is trading or import exportation, that support more for cooperation amongst country. Yeah, in globalized, you see each session move from country to country that needs more business services support, like training, delivering, shipping, logistic, pay, banking, yeah, many kind of business services support. And the role of global firm, yeah, transnational corporation. That's we mentioned some about this. technology. You see, technology support for the flexible production system. I'm sorry, I forgot with technology. The labor process. Okay, labor process here is a flexible production system because the strong support of technology. You see, technology now with robotic, yeah, robotic and digital can support more for uh, machine labor as well as human labor to use to use the technology more intelligent and more flexible. That is something like the machine, yeah, in this phase have more function, and it can change the function very flexible to produce many kind of products, and as well labor with very high skill, human labor, yeah, can control the machine better and more intelligent, something like, you see, flexible production system because the flexible modern technology. Yeah, that is the flexible production system supported by technology. And disorganized capitalism. Yeah, so disorganized capitalism, you see, because now company, TNC, not only invest their capital in one country, right? But now they invest in many countries, and their capital is separate, yeah, into many parts for each partner. That is disorganized capitalism. And disorganized capitalism, we can see like no national corporation. Yeah, we already discussed. No national corporation. That like Unilever Vietnam, Samsung Vietnam is like disorganized capitalism. And you see, not only the investment of the TNC, but the investment of the host country, yeah, or from the partners, or yeah, any investor can ignore. You see, this organized capitalism is more flexible, more dynamic with global economy, and the role of technology is very important to support for high technology manufacturing, for designing for more design intensive consumer goods, ranging from high fashion footwear to entertainment products, and selling in market niches around the world. So I believe that you know very well the market niche, right? So what is the market niche? And the market niche is related to technology that we just mentioned about the flexible production system, right? Yes, so this is the flexible production system based on more function of machine. More function of machine that can support for more design, yeah? Design intensive consumer good that a company with modern technology can produce many kind of products because they can have many design. Yeah, and many design can produce many kind of products, and each product may be distributed or maybe sold in different markets. That's support for the market needs. Different markets here is, we can see, it's like the global markets have fragment in segment into the different level, right? Low income market, middle income market, high income markets, and each market is required the different quality of products. That's flexible technology can support for different design, and with different quality, for example, of the product, because with low-income markets, yeah, it's required the lower price of products, then the quality may be lower, yeah, or the products may reduce some function that the price can be reduced. Yes, and in high-income markets, the customer is willing to pay with the higher price, so they require the higher quality of products and more function. For example, that you see when a company produce the different kind of products, different design, so the company can sell the products in different markets. Even poor people can use the products, and rich people can use the products. That all products will be sold at the markets. So this is the market mix, right? Maybe more, but at least we can see the technology, yes, support for the market mix selling around the world. And as well, the company can earn more profit. Yeah, for trading, for logistics, delivering the products, is make the new economy created, like financial services and business services. We just discussed, yeah, we just discussed here. And in every economic activity, we can see the role of technology involved, yeah. Like financial system, banking system, we also have the special technology support for banking service. Business services like trading, import, exportation. We see logistics. We can see as well the technology support. That every economic activity, technology is important. So this is the role of technology. You see, technology can bring geographical part independence. Technology make creative destruction. Technology makes technology system initial advantages, competitive advantages, diminishing returns, and increasing returns to scale. So this is the role of technology support for economy. But what is geographical part independent? What is the creative destruction? And what are these? What are these? We would like to understand this. So we should understand this to see the role of technology. Yeah, for technology system, we just discussed, yeah, it's about the flexible production system. Yeah, so we don't need to discuss more. Initial advantage, competitive advantages, we can see is like when a company, yeah, invest or update the new technology, they can compete with other competitors, so they become the initial, yeah, the first rank for corporation, and they have more competitive advantages. So I think these three things is very easy to understand, so we don't need to discuss about this. We could discuss about the geographical part independence, creative destruction, and what is the diminishing returns, increasing returns to scale. Yeah, so this is the role of technology to support for geographical part independent. And we have the opposite meaning with geographical part dependent. So what is the geographical part dependent? Then we think about geographical part independence. Yeah, we have geographical part dependence different with geographical part independent. So first, what is a geographical part dependent? In Vietnamese, this is a in Vietnamese. That's, you see, geographical part dependent is important. You see, you may heard about this. Every province, yeah, would like to have geographical part dependent products. So what is a geographical part dependent? And what is a geographical part dependent products? We mentioned before, yeah, it's like Hoa Lộc Mango is a geographical part dependent products, yeah. Ninh Thuận grapefruit is a geographical part dependent. Bình Thuận blue dragon fruit is a geographical part dependent. So every province, every location would like to have geographical part dependent products, and this is like local variability. Yeah, this is the unique and local variability. This is the geographical part dependent products. That's the special products based on the special geography. And this is the part that when we say about Hoa Lộc Mango, so every customer would like to find where is Hoa Lộc. Yes. When we talk about the Ninh Thuận grapefruit, that's we would like to find where is Ninh Thuận, where is Bình Thuận, where is Mekong Delta. That is the geographical part dependent. And for example, like Hoa Lộc Mango, yes, when the customer try the Hoa Lộc Mango, they really like, and they would like to visit where is Hoa Lộc. Yeah, they would like to visit there. So this is the geographical part dependent. So that's it. The geographical part dependent is important. But why technology support for geographical part independent? So what is the geographical part independent? This is opposite meaning, right? Opposite meaning with geographical part dependent. What is it? So here you can see I show you some pictures. Yes, some pictures to show about geographical part independent. You can see quite different, yeah. So that's geographical part independent is not the opposite meaning, but support more, yeah, support more for the geographical part dependent. Depend here is the farmers totally depend. The farmers totally depends on geography to produce products. But geographical part independent, that farmer not totally depend on geography, but support with technology. For example, with geographical part dependent in Hoa Lộc area, farmer for each crop, yeah, farmer can produce, for example, like one ton per hectare, yeah, 1 ton mango per hectare. But since farmers apply new technology like this, since apply new technology, farmers can produce 5 tons mango per hectare. That is more support by technology. So this is the geographical part independent. Yeah, and support for farmers to produce more products with higher quality and more quantity. Yeah, this is the geographical part independence by the technology involvement. How about the second, creative destruction? Do you have any ideas about Technology makes creative destruction. What does it mean? Okay, this is your turn. You have any ideas about that? So what is the creative destruction? We can see these two words have different opposite meaning, right? Creative, that's something new. Destruction is something gone. Something new, something gone. This is the role of technology. Where is it? Okay, you may have idea, but you need for typing, right? But we have no time much for today. We have to finish this chapter for your midterm exam. Yes, so creative destruction. Think about like example of mobile phone. Mobile phone, you see, this is the very clear to show about the role of technology for creative destruction. That when the smartphone happened in the global economy, the smartphone required the new technology. You see, then every people prefer smartphone. Not all, but most of people around the world, yeah, except some elderly people, yeah, elderly maybe dislike smartphone, but most of young people prefer smartphone. That the new technology to create the new products or create the new economy, and the new technology destroy totally, maybe totally, the old technology. That you see, all the companies, yeah, all the other mobile phone company that use the old technology like Nokia. You see now Nokia still have the problem. Cannot follow to produce the new technology. Yeah, so we have one sharing from Ngọc Châu. Yeah, tablet replace print book. Yes, yes, that is the new technology. But this is not totally destroyed. Yes, the tablet replace print book, but it's not like creative destruction. We can see we can't see clear because now print book is still important, right? But with many economy, we can see like technology bring the creative destruction. Many old technology totally destroyed by the new technology. Yeah, for example, like in some automobile industry, in yeah, digital industry, in yeah, like the very big economy like logistic. Yes, we can see very clear, yeah, with the creative destruction. Yeah, for example, we mentioned about the logistic. In the past, yeah, the old technology produced very small ship, but now new technology create with very huge, like mega ship and carry a lot of products that the old technology cannot survive. Yeah, because now the very small ship could not support more for logistics. That is the creative destruction. And automobile and mobile phone, yeah, is very clear for creative destruction. And Ngọc Châu mentioned about the tablet replace print book. It is still the case, but yes, it's like now student, student or people doesn't like to write by pen but by tablet, or by iPad, for example. Then they don't want to write with the paper. And Mok Quỳnh share about phones replace text machine. Yes, this is right. We can see clearer. Yes, phones replace text machine, and we can see now company contact company through email. Don't need to fax or to the fax machine, for example. You see, many old technology is totally destroyed by the new technology. You can find many examples to show about creative destruction. And we don't know what happened in the future yet. We don't know what happened in the future. What kind of new machine, new technology that support more for creative destruction in the future. It's like for industrialized. You see, it's like I want to say from 1.0 to 2.0 industrialized revolution, but now it's moved to so 4.0 is nearly end. That the word is moving to 5.0. This is the new technology created. So thank you so much for Ngọc Châu and Mok Quỳnh sharing about your idea to understand more about creative destruction. This we don't need to discuss more. And what is the diminishing return and what is the increasing returns to scale? So we discuss with increasing returns to scale. New technology support for increasing returns to scale. That's related to the market mix we just mentioned. Market mix support for a company to produce and sell more products at the different markets to earn more profits. And technology support for increasing returns to scale. What is the returns? And returns here is more than one. So what is the returns? Returns are something. Return is something backed with the company. That's something stay with the company. That is the return. And profit is a one-off return. You see, return here is have S. It means sum. Profit, revenue is a one-off return that stay with company. You see, when company update or invest in new technology, they can earn more profits. So this is increasing return. But profit is just one return. How about other returns? Other returns? Many. Many. You can see many returns. One other return can be like the quality of the new machine or the longevity of the new machine. For example, the old machine can produce can produce 1 unit per hour, but the new machine can produce 10,000 units per hour. You see more return. Another return is the old machine can work in 5 years, but new machine can work in 10 years. This is more return. Yes. And more return is can be like the knowledge, or the more skill earned from the new technology to the company or for the labor. You see many returns. Return is something stay with or more developed, support more for a company. So that is the returns. You can find other return. It's like benefits, not only profit, but the benefits that stay with company. But diminishing returns have the different meaning, the opposite meaning with increasing returns. So what is the returns here as well? Return with S. Diminishing returns mean something gone. Increasing returns is something stay with company. Diminishing return is something go away, went away. Say goodbye with company. What are they? And we can see many as well. The first, increasing return here is the first is the profits, and the first diminishing return here is the investment, for the new technology. To buy the new technology, company have to pay a lot of money. But after that, more increasing return. Another diminishing return about that. Another diminishing return we can see is like some of labor cannot upgrade or update the new skill for the new machine, so they may be retired. That some of labor may say goodbye with company, and company have to find or employ new labor, or that you can see or find some diminishing returns. Okay. Diminishing returns can be like the investment of the old machine. Okay, Mokun say again, it can negatively affect on the environment as well. Yes. It can negatively affect on the environment as well. The Mokun, you mentioned about the old technology or the new technology. It can negatively affect on the environment as well. This is for old machine, or the new machine. But most of the new machine, this support more for environment. But you may mention about something with some risk, maybe some risk that we don't know. Some risk we can see. We can say something like Mokun sharing. Some risk for the new machine, new technology. But at least we can see the new technology bring more increasing returns. And diminishing return is something like the first investment for the new technology. That's something gone. But after that, more increasing return to scale. So these are the role of technology. And we can see with this, technology take important role, for economy. That you see another quotation, another discussion about the role of technology. Once dominant technology emerges in a region, they become progressively more locked in. Yeah, small initial advantages in the use the critical new technology and subsequent refinements in them bring much larger or increasing return to those firms that have them. Here we will discuss what is the locked in here. Here, mentioned as well the role of technology in economy. Once dominant technology means a region or a location that update the very modern technology, so they can become initial. Yeah? They become initial advantages, competitive advantages. Dominant technology, they become progressively more locked in. So locked in here is a locked in global economy. Locked in economy. We discuss locked in here. So what is the locked in mean? There's the lock in mean and small initial advantages in the use of critical new technology and subsequent refinements in them ring much larger or increasing return to firms. You see, the more dominant, the more increasing return to firms. And when dominant technology, a company or a region become more locked in global economy. So what is the locked in means? Lock in, what is the lock image engine you to what object, what thing? Yeah, you see, this is may make to think about. Yeah, this is lock. You see, locked, and locked ed means to be locked. Yeah, to be locked, and to be locked is mean locked in global economy. What does it mean? Okay, I will just give the global economy. Global economy is a general economic forces. Forces is like a flow, yeah, a flow. The trends of the global trends. Okay, global trends. This is the global economy. And global economy has the trend. Yeah, so, okay. This is the global trends. Okay, general economic forces. Yeah, it's like the global trend. Trends have yeah, so this is the global economy goes in this way, and a companies or a countries or a location that dominant technology will be locked in. Locked means to be locked, so we find the locked. Lock, yeah, this is more beauty. Yeah, a locked. Yeah, to be locked. Yeah, lock here. To be locked in the global economy. What does it mean? It means when global economy goes in what way, so the nation or a region can be followed, because they are locked. Yeah, they are locked in the global economy. This is locked in. That you see, whenever global economy goes in what way, but a lock is already stick, yeah, in the trends, that whenever the global trends goes or move, that's goes or moves means the global economy create the new technology, and the companies or location update the new technology. They can follow. Yeah, this like locked in, stick in the global economy. So what happened with unlocked? The opposite meaning with yeah. So we find unlocked here. Yeah, like this. Unlocks mean drop out of the global economy. When a company or a nation cannot follow the new technology, cannot update. Yeah, when global trends create a new technology and the region or location, a company cannot update the new technology, so they drop out. They drop out of global economy. It means they cannot involve into global economy. Yeah, so the word lock would like to tell us about this thing. And locked in can be the negative meaning. Negative meaning means okay, this is like to be locked in the old technology. Yeah, this is the old technology. When the company, yeah, a company or location cannot update the new technology, so they still stick in the old technology. They stick in the old technology, so they cannot yeah involve into global economy. So this is the negative meaning with locked in. But the positive meaning is mean to be locked in the global economy. Yeah, this is the meaning of the growth of technology. Okay, I have one question for you. Who create who create the global trends? Where is the general economic forces come from? Who create the global trends? Someone can say? And I would like to see, I would like to show you trends has S, it means many trends. Yes, many trends. Who create the global trend? And how can we find the new trends? If we cannot find the new trends, how can we follow? Yeah, the global trends, right? So that is important. Those are important. But how can we find the new trends and who create the new trends? Can you have any ideas about that? Okay. Yeah, that's you see. That's why we can see the factors. Yeah, the factors that push the changing of global economy. That is the factor, and that is the actor as well to make the change of global economy. So who create the global change and how can we find the new change? So the story about the smartphone, the story of smartphone is the new trend story. You see? So when the first smartphone happened, expect the new trends. And who create the smartphone? This is Apple. Apple create the new smartphone, the new mobile phone trends. And Apple as well create the new technology. Yes, that's we can see. That's we can find the trends. That's there are many global trends. Yeah, so for example, you can see in fashion, the fashion trends, cosmetic, yeah, many trends. So the trends is come from the creators. Yeah, the creator that create the new things. The new thing may along with new technology. It seemed like the TNC, yeah, or the global firm is the actor to make a new trends. Yeah, but this we just mentioned about the producing products, but in culture or in other economic fields, we can see the TNC. For example, you see like hip hop. Yeah, hip hop is the new trends in the past, but now it's not the new trends. But hip hop is a kind of new trends in music or in culture. Yeah, this is the trends, and we can find if you walk in that field, you can find the trends. Yeah, so if you work in producing products, you may find the trends, and especially in industry or in most of economy. So we see the new trends is along with the new technology, and mostly, yeah, is come from a company or yeah, the new creator or something like that. Yeah, okay. Should we have the break? And after the break, we will continue with the last part. Yeah, it's related to divisions of labor and again the role of TNC to make uh, the change of the global economy. Okay. Should we have? I think can we have 5 minutes only? Yeah, or more than five because we have to finish chapter number 2 today. Thank you so much for Ngọc Quỳnh. Sorry, for Ngọc Châu and Ngọc Quỳnh for your sharing idea. Okay, should we have the break? Okay, so should we continue? I'm sorry for the urgent call, so I'm sorry. Should we continue with the last part of this chapter? You see, we already discussed with the role of TNC, yeah, the corporation is important. The next is the role of technology. And you see, based on the divisions, yeah, the moving of, the investment of global economy, global firms in other country, they bring sections, yeah, invest in different country. It's also make the rearrangement of labor as well. That you see, labor moving from country to country. Yeah, for example, like Samsung. Yeah, Samsung invests one section in Vietnam, and this section require semi-skilled labor or low-skilled labor working in a smartphone. Then you see labor with the suitable skill will move from province to province and move to the Samsung company. Yeah, in Vietnam. And we can see another case like in China. You see, China is in the outsourcing cluster to the world. So China updated new technology that to be the initial advantage to have more cooperation with global firms around the world. So China needs many labors. That you see labor from country, from many poor and developing country, right, move to China for working. So this is the divisions, the special divisions of labor. You see, in globalized economy, the the capital of TNC moving, yeah, and invest in many countries. We can see the divisions of technology moving from country to country for producing products, and we can see the special divisions of labor as well, moving from country to country, and they will fulfill into economic cluster. Yeah, like China is a one of economic cluster in outsourcing, and we can see in the world that there are many economic hubs, yeah, or like cluster for the special economies. For example, like in the North European or in the North America is a automobile cluster, yeah, or and robotic cluster. In the West European is the fashion of course or beauty industry cluster, for example. And in those cluster, they update the very special technology for the special economy, as well as they also attract the divisions of labor. Yes, so labor with the very special skill in automobile industry, we move to automobile cluster. Labor with semi and low skill, we move to the outsourcing cluster like in China. And other labor with very artist skill, yeah, artist skill, working in fashion or beauty industry cluster, for example, that you see the word classify with several cluster or hubs, yeah, and each hub require the different skill of labor working in the special economy. This show about the special divisions of labor. Yeah, that until now we can see there are three important factors that make the changings of the global economy. Yeah, the first is the company, a TNC. The second is a technology, yes, and the third is a moving of labor. These factors make many changes in global economy. Okay, first, we would like to say about the first factor is the global firm. Yeah. So just see like more. Sorry. Yeah, so this economic organization is like a corporation or TNC. Yeah, TNC. When they invest their capital, they as well invest the technology, yeah, in many other countries, and it make the host countries or other country change. That you see when a company move to other country is make the spatial change, yeah, spatial interaction. That the company interact with other country and make the spatial change. The changes can be in technology, social, cultural, political, and demographic. As well, changes in environment. And the changes can be in different level, local level, regional level, and global level. Okay, we will discuss this part later. But now we will discuss with the changes, mainly changes that the global firm or a TNC, yeah, invest in other country. When TNC or corporation bring their capital invest in other area and it have interact with those area, yeah, and during the interaction it make these changes. The changes are in technology, in society, in culture, in politics, and in demography. So as well with an environment. So what are the changes here? Okay, I will do the first example, then you think about the other. Yeah, I do the first example. And you may think about what is the social change, cultural change, political change, and demographic changes. So technology change is very easy to understand, right? Like, for example, Apple or Samsung would like to invest in Vietnam to produce smartphone in some section to produce a smartphone as well. Samsung and Apple must bring new technology because Vietnam have no smartphone technology. But Samsung would like to cooperate with Vietnam. Samsung have to bring the technology to produce smartphone, invest in Vietnam. Then you see before that Vietnamese company and Vietnamese labor didn't know what is a smartphone technology. But when the technology come, they learn, they know the new knowledge. The Vietnamese labor can improve or update the new skill. You see technological change. In Vietnam can learn about new technology, or the Vietnamese company can buy or update the new technology to produce the new products when cooperate with Samsung or other companies. So this is the technological change. Yeah, and the changes in environment we can see is like change in environment can be two ways, yeah, opposite way or negative ways. Negative ways like Vedan, yeah, Vedan cooperate with Vietnam, produce the products and release many pollution. That make the environmental change in Vietnam. In another way, like Japanese or Ajinomoto, yeah, at the same economic field with Vedan. Ajinomoto produce the same product with Vedan, but Ajinomoto bring the new technology and support for better environment in Vietnam. So this is the positive way, the positive change in environmental way. Yeah, so that we can very clear for the changes in technology and environment. Yeah, so that is your turn. What is social change? What is the culture change, political change, and demographic change? You have any idea for that? Yes. So please share your ideas because this part may happen in your midterm exam. So if you share your idea, you can support for your notes for your for your exam. So that is the technological change. So what is the social change? What is the cultural change? Can you give the example to show about these changes? No idea about that? Yeah, so I may support for another political change. Yeah, political change. Yeah, we have the one sharing from Ngọc Châu. Ngọc Châu sharing about social change, like what else? I don't know. What is your short writing, right? It's, I don't know. What is it? Yes, please explain more about that. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know exactly. Yes, I guess. Yeah, again. But the thing, you mentioned is related to the global fund. This is a social change. This is the social change, but it's related to the investment of the global fund when invest in other country is make this change. Thing that share about political change, that changes in policy to attract more investment. Yes, that is the political change. And political change in attract more investment from the global firm is just one political change, right? We can see many political change. It changed in okay, it changed in the environment as well. You see, when Vedan released more pollution, then government set the new policy to protect environment. This is political change. Or government policy encourage the foreign company that bring the technology to protect more environment. This is the political change. Or political change can be like, okay, for example, like Samsung or Apple invest in Vietnam, but Vietnamese labor lack of skill. So Samsung or Apple may ask the government should support for some training, then labor can have suitable skill. That government must create some policy to support for labor. Yeah, so you see, political change related to the government strategy, government policy, and any kind of, and in any field of economy. So this is the political change. Yes, Okay, again with Ngọc Châu, when you mentioned about gender issue, yeah, gender issue, if we links to the foreign investment, we can't see, yeah, but I think have some relation when Ngọc Châu mentioned, because gender issue may come from the modern style, yeah, the modern style, or the okay, and when the foreign companies, the foreign expert, yeah, the foreigners work in Vietnam, they may bring these, they may bring this change. Yes, okay. Directly, we can't see the foreign company make the gender issue change, but in some way, yeah, we can see this has the related. Yeah. Uh, from here, social change is so to changes in human interaction and relationships about their well-being, so the discrimination can now be controlled and expand effect to make people more open-minded. Yes, this is a social change. This is a social change that's like the new okay, this is like the way of thinking. Yes, that's the Western comedy bring the new thought to a country, for example, to make the open mind. Yeah, that is the social change. Yes, from Đức Lộc. Yeah, political change in policy like tax and regulation that has an effect on business. Yes, that is the political change. Like again, Đức Lộc support for together with Tiếng Lộc, yeah, sorry, Tiếng Đạt, yes, about the political support for investment or for control the comedy. Yeah. Here again, social change, thus there will be no differentiation about the talent and ability of people around the world, and they are willing to do business and invest together. This you mentioned more in economic changes, yeah, economic changes. Yes, this is still related to the social change as well, but more in economic changes. Yes, and think that again, social change in how company treat the employees, how they conduct business that fits with the cultural value in the host country. Yeah, with this we may explain more like, okay, the foreign companies or the expert, yeah, foreign experts must try to understand their colleague, yeah, their local colleague, their culture, their language, for example, that they can understand to each other, so therefore they can work together better. That is a social change. And when they try to understand to each other, they share, right? They share their culture, they share their talks, knowledge. That is the social transfer. Okay, that we can see. That's why you see the spatial the interaction arrows, yeah, show about two tails, yeah. The first is the TNC or corporation impact in the host country, and the second way that you see the host country also impact back to the TNC, the corporation. like Tin Đạc mentioned. Yeah, the global firm bring the social chain to the host country as well. When the foreign expert work with local companies or local labor, they also learn about the local culture, local society, and they make more harmony for environment, a work environment for something. That is the spatial chain, yeah, the spatial interaction between TNC corporation and the host country. Yeah, social chains. You have many examples for social chain, and they share culture, they share the knowledge, they share language. Is may related to culture chain. Yeah, culture chain can be like food culture. You see, food culture or fashion culture or religious changes related to culture. You can see changes. Yeah, like food culture. You see, like Vietnamese labor working in Japanese companies, so they prefer sushi, right? Food, a culture change. The Vietnamese labor working in Korea company, they prefer kimchi or kimbap. Yeah. If Vietnamese labor working with McDonald's or Pizza Hut, so they prefer fast food. Yeah, so you see culture change as well. Okay, we discuss this later about language is related to culture change, right? Religious also have some change as well. That you see, we can see many change in society and in culture, political change as well, technology change as well. And how about demographic change? Yeah, demographic have something related to social change. So how about demographic change? So what is demographic? Demography. Demography you see here is the study of size, territorial distribution, and compositions of population. Yeah, changes during and the components of such changes, which may identify as uh, natality, mortality, territorial movement, and social mobility. So in sum, we can see demography is study on the structure of population. The structure of population, this is the demography study. So what is the demography change? That's change in population structure. Yeah, change in population elements. What are they? And population is the people. Yeah, people living in society. That's you see is a close relation. As well, culture is close relation to social society. Yes. Social change we can mention with the social structure change as well. Like you see, uh, this is it's like migration, yeah, or labor moving from rural to urban. That makes social change. Okay, he shared about the demographic change. The gender wage gap is a limit nowadays, and there will be higher reward for talent female employee also. Yes, that is the demographic change. Okay, so he mentioned about gender structure. Gender structure, that's maybe related to male and female in the population structure. That's bring the potential job for different gender. Yes, that is demographic change. Yeah, social change can be like labor. Yeah, moving in urban and make the social the social chain, the structure of social chain. That's the divisions of labor make the labors is rearranged, yeah, in society. Yeah, this is the social chain. The first sharing from him, share to you about the demographic change is about the gender. Yes, gender change. And again, okay, so with this we can see the previous sharing from from what about the gender. Yeah, from Ngọc Châu. Ngọc Châu mentioned about gender. Yeah, it can be related to this. Yeah, how about other demographic changes? Demographic change is about population structure. One of you, some of you mentioned about the gender, so we can see other demographic change with like the population structure in rural area different with the population structure in urban area. Yeah, we can see very clear like in in the big city, yeah, in urban area, because labor move for working or for studying, so we can see more young labor, yeah, young labor, young people living in the urban area, and older, elderly people or children stay more in rural area. So this is, we can see the population structure change in urban area and rural area. Minh Ngân share about demographic changes like changes in population age structure. Yes, yes. The same with young labor or young people living more in the big city make the age structure change. Yes. Kim Ngân share more about demographic change, any change in the population, for example, in terms of average age, dependency ratio, life expectancy, family structures, birth rates, life expectancy, dependency ratio. Yes, dependency ratio may related to demographic changes. Yes. Family structure. Yes, family structure. So what is the family structure change? Lee Kim Ngân, can you explain more about the family structure? And life expectancy. What is the life expectancy related to the TNC invest in the location? Yeah, Ngọc Châu share about technological change. Instead of using CD, Apple created iPod so that you can listen to music anywhere. Yes, it can be the technological change, and this is like the new services, yeah, the new services to serve for global listener. Yes. And how about the family structure that Kim Ngân mentioned? That you see, yeah, the family structure is we can see like the generation, yeah, generation in a family. The structure of family in the past is normally the big family, yeah, that has several generations in the family. Like one family have grandparents together with parents and children. But now young children, yeah, children go to urban for job or for studying. That you see the family structure change in the rural area and in the urban area. Just young people like brother and sister, yeah, stay together for working or for studying. That you see in the big city or in urban area, the family structure may be only one generation. Yeah, only one generation, or um, generally with parent and children. Yeah, demographic change from Đức Lộc share about change in income between lower and middle class. Change in income between lower and middle class. Yes, we can see very common that income distribution, yeah, between different level. But can you explain more about this links to the investment of TNC? Yeah, so again, with continue with Kim Ngân about dependency ratio. Yeah, dependency ratio. We can see it's uh, uh, like children. Yeah, children now don't want to stay with their parent or their grandparent anymore, because they prefer the modern style. They prefer the new style of living. So they want to live alone. For example, that is something like. And how about life expectancy? I don't know life expectancy related to the investment of the global fund. And based on this discussion, we can see some social change. Social change is like when the foreign companies invest in Vietnam, for example, that Vietnam changed the society from traditional society to modern society. Yeah, they bring the new lifestyle. So sum up, yeah, not some, mainly traditional value of Vietnam society. Yeah, that's disappear. And the traditional value here maybe the good thing, good values or bad value. Okay, with the bad value, like a very poor society that moved to better life, it is the good value, right? But some of other traditional values very value but disappear. That is the negative change. Yeah, so you may think more about that. That now you see many young Vietnamese people, young Vietnamese children, they forgot the old traditional value. That we can maintain, yeah, the the good value of the traditional society. Yeah, or one sharing from Ngọc Uyên, demographic change is women role, women's role, yeah, in labor force. I'm sorry, and leadership position has grown dramatically. Yes, yes, it's like I think it's may related. more with social change. Yeah, social change, like women role, because modern lifestyle, you see, that support more for the role of women in society. Then women now can take more important role in society. So I think this is related to social change instead of demographic change. Yes, so you can see many changes, yeah? We have no time much for discussion. That you can find many changes in this thing. And the changes can be in different level, like national level, regional level, or global level. For example, like Samsung, yeah? If Samsung only invest and cooperate with Vietnam, only with one country, and Samsung makes many changes in Vietnam society, culture, political, demographic, right? But because Samsung only invests in one country, that Samsung make changes in local level, on national level, right? But if Samsung not only invest in Vietnam but also invest in Thailand, Indonesia, Laos, Cambodia, India, for example, so Samsung make special change at regional level. Another example, like Apple, yeah, Apple cooperate with many partners around the world. So Apple have partners in every continent. In most of country, Apple make many changes in many countries. So this is like Apple make changes at global level. Or Coca-Cola, yeah, Coca-Cola have many partners around the world, and they have many sub branches. So Coca-Cola makes changes at global level. Yeah, so this is, we can see the role of economic organization. Yeah, this is the role of TNC and corporations is very important. Make the spatial change in global economy, because because the companies, yeah, TNC as well bring the change in technology, and as well support for the divisions of labor. So again, with the divisions of labor also make some changes in global economy, right? For example, like labor from province move to other province, they also bring their culture, their society style, yeah, to the new area. They share the culture and their social with other labor as well. For example, like Vietnamese labor is working in China, or Vietnamese labor is working in Japan, they also bring their culture and influence in Japan society. That you see, the divisions of labor also make some changes in global economy as well. Yeah. So until now, we already finished, yeah, chapter number 2, and we can see some important part in this chapter. I would like to summarize for you for your midterm exam as well. Yeah, important part in this chapter is about the globalized economy, the nature of globalized economy, like this. Yeah, to involve into global economy, it must be no national, and to produce no national or to cooperate with other to become no national, a, a, a location, or a nation must have unique and local variability. This can support for country go in the first way or the second way. Yeah. And then the factors that push the global changes, that is the economic organization. You see, the evolutions of capitalism show the changings of the corporation company, and the changings of company make the changing in global economy. It's also make change in technology transfer, and it causes the divisions of labor as well. And these the moving of companies, the moving of technology, the moving of labor make changes of global economy. And the changes we can see in this discussion show about there's so many changes, in global economy. The more cooperation, the more investment of economic organization, like the more cooperation between countries with global firms, so the more changes and more sharing. Yeah. So that is the summary for chapter number 2 as well for your midterm exam. So now I think we should save the last minutes for your midterm exam preparation. Yeah, so this 5 I will upload in your Blackboard as well. Until now, we finished 2 chapters. Therefore, your midterm exam will happen with falls into 2 chapters: conceptual foundation and the changing world economy. Yeah, for the changing world economy, I just summarize for you, so we don't need to summarize more. About the first chapter, yeah, the main part is the main concepts of space, location, distance, place, scale, size, and shape. Yeah, and shape. This may fall into your first the first part of your exam. Yeah, in the short question. And every discussion that you share your ideas in class will happen in your writing part, because the exam have two parts. Yeah, the first part is a short question for checking your understanding about the concept, and the second part is a writing that checking your understanding about the discussion. Yeah, so it's about the think global, act local. You may receive the question, what is a think global, act local? Why should we think global, act local in the global economy? Yeah, so what is the spatial interaction? What is the agglomeration cause in economy that at the first phase support more for economy, but the second phase cannot support more for economy? That's we discuss in Alfred Weber theory. Yeah, the shape of nation show us about advantages and disadvantages of each nation. Different shape may have different advantages and disadvantages. Yeah, so this is the important part in chapter number 1 for your midterm exam. Chapter number 2, we don't need to discuss more. So about your exam, this is the open book. Yeah, open book. That's you can bring. So open books mean you can bring a hard copy of material like textbook, handouts, and any printing material but no, yeah, no digital device. Digital device. Yesterday, one of you out. Can you bring laptop or iPad? No, that is digital device. No digital dictionary. No. Yeah, just open book is about okay, textbook, handout, and other material. But open book that you can bring in class just for your ideas. Yeah, just for your idea. Please do not copy. Please do not copy from any source. Do not copy from textbook. That's just write down. Yeah, just copy from textbook on your paper exam. No score. Copy from handout in your paper exam paper. No score. Or any kind of source from internet. No score. That means you bring your material in class just for your idea. You don't need to learn by heart. That's support more for your writing. But do not copy. You will get no score. Yeah, so please note that. And your date of exam, as I heard yesterday from your colleague, is 8th of April. Yeah, maybe you as well. Yeah, at the same time. And the duration of exam is 60 minutes. 60 minutes with two parts. But I give you a bonus, a big bonus. The first part, I will provide you 3 short questions, and this I will upload 1 week. Yeah, 1 week before exam. That's you have at least 1 week to answer these 3 short questions. Then you can bring these answer in class at the exam time and write down. Please write down on your exam paper. Do not print separately and submit to and attach with the exam paper. No, yeah, the examiner will not collect your separate printing. You have to write on your exam paper. And the second part is a writing. Yes, as well with the first chapter and second chapter, like this. We just discussed today, and this may happen in the writing part. What is the changes in technology? What is the changes in society, culture that you have to explain like you share in class? But please write down by your own sentence. And writing means you have to write in paragraph. Yeah, in paragraph. You can write 1 paragraph or several paragraphs, but do not bullet. Yeah, bullet. Yeah, just bullets is not writing. And please write by your own sentence. Do not copy from any sources. Bây giờ nói tiếng Việt bạn ha. Các bạn hãy nói tiếng Việt để chắc rằng là các bạn hoặc là cô không có nói sai cái gì. Có thể tiếng Anh cô nói sai, các bạn có thể không có nắm. Thì bây giờ như vậy, đề thi là đề mở và các bạn không được phép mang bất cứ thiết bị nào. Các bạn chỉ được đem tài liệu giấy thôi. Và cái này thì thầy cô coi thi đã được biết là các bạn không được mang bất cứ những cái thiết bị nào vô. Và đề cũng không có khó để các bạn phải mang những thiết bị này vô. Đề tất cả nó nằm trong bài học hết, không có gì nằm ngoài bài hết các bạn. Nếu các bạn đi học đầy đủ, các bạn nốt và các bạn share trên lớp thì các bạn nắm đủ ý để thi, không có gì khó ha. Và thêm một cái nữa là đã bonus cho các bạn là đề thi có 2 phần. Phần đầu đã cho trước rồi. Phần đầu sẽ up lên Blackboard cho các bạn. 3 câu hỏi này cô sẽ up lên Blackboard cho các bạn một tuần trước khi thi. Nếu như các bạn cũng thi cùng ngày với các bạn bên lớp ngày hôm qua là ngày 8 tháng 4, cô nghĩ là cùng một ngày thôi, tại vì một đề thôi các bạn, có một đề thôi thì thi cùng ngày, thì tất cả các bạn sẽ được biết trước 3 câu hỏi này trên Blackboard một tuần trước khi. Nếu một tuần thì như vậy là ngày 1 tháng 4 thì cô sẽ up lên Blackboard cho các bạn, và các bạn cô sẽ add trong cái PowerPoint này một cái slide nữa, và cái slide đó là 3 câu hỏi này trên Blackboard, và các bạn trả lời. Và sau khi các bạn trả lời, tức là các bạn viết nháp trên giấy chứ các bạn không có chuẩn bị bằng một cái file in nha, các bạn viết nháp trên giấy, có thể các bạn viết đầy đủ, các bạn nốt thì tùy các bạn thôi, mà nếu các bạn đã cho câu hỏi rồi thì trả lời đầy đủ đi, rồi chỉ cần chép lại lên bài thi thôi, chép lại nha các bạn, chứ không có in riêng rồi nộp, vì thầy cô coi thi sẽ không nhận cái bài in riêng, chỉ nhận cái tờ giấy thi mà thầy cô phát cho các bạn trên lớp, và các bạn viết lại. Thì thay vì là các bạn không được biết trước, các bạn phải trả lời trên lớp, thì bây giờ các bạn biết trước thôi, các bạn chuẩn bị sẵn và các bạn chép lại trên bài thi ha. Và cô cũng chỉ nhận cái bài thi của các bạn thôi, chứ không nhận cái phần các bạn kèm vô. Cái này thì mình nói rất là rõ rồi ha, ngày hôm qua cũng nói rất là rõ với các bạn bên kia rồi. Thì và phần thứ hai là phần writing, nghĩa là các bạn sẽ viết ít nhất là 500 từ. Trong đề thi cô sẽ ghi là 500 từ ít nhất, tại vì ít nhất 500 từ thì các bạn mới trả lời hết được đủ ý cho cái câu hỏi đặt ra, còn các bạn viết ít hơn chắc chắn là không có đủ ý, và các bạn không được lấy cái ý đầu để trả lời luôn cho cái ý sau, nó phải khác nhau, cho nên viết ít quá thì không đủ ý thôi. Nhưng mà nếu các bạn viết ít hơn, giả sử các bạn rất là intelligent ha, các bạn rất là thông minh, hay là dùng từ rất là giỏi, các bạn có thể viết ít hơn 500 từ nhưng bạn đủ ý thì cũng được, nhưng mà thường thì không có đủ ý được đâu ha. Thì cho nên cái vấn đề giới hạn về từ không phải là để chấm điểm các bạn, mà giới hạn về từ chỉ để cho các bạn có đủ thông tin các bạn trả lời thôi ha. Quan trọng nhất là các bạn phải trả lời đủ ý vậy thôi, và viết bằng paragraph chứ không có gạch đầu dòng. Gạch đầu dòng nó không phải là writing các bạn ha, và gạch đầu dòng các bạn không có viết thành câu được, do đó là phải viết bằng paragraph. Các bạn có thể viết một đoạn hay các bạn có thể viết nhiều đoạn, các bạn có thể xuống dòng viết nhiều đoạn, miễn sao các bạn viết đủ ý là được. Rồi, chỉ có vậy thôi các bạn ha. Đề thi như vậy thì rất là rõ rồi. Short question nghĩa là viết ngắn thôi, và bạn có thể viết thành paragraph tùy các bạn, cũng vậy thôi, miễn sao bạn trả lời được câu hỏi đặt ra ha. Nhưng không yêu cầu các bạn phải viết thành paragraph, nhưng mà phần writing thì phải viết thành paragraph. Rồi, như vậy thôi ha, đề thi chỉ có như vậy thôi, và cô sẽ upload cái file này kèm theo. Như vậy thì để upload cùng một thời gian thì một tuần trước khi thi cô sẽ upload cái file này. Thực ra nó chỉ còn có 1-2 ngày thôi, ngày mai nữa là up, ngày mai ngày mốt nữa là up lên rồi, thì cô sẽ up cái file này lên và kèm thêm một cái slide nữa là có 3 cái câu hỏi này cho các bạn chuẩn bị. Cái slide thì là handout các bạn được đem vô ha, các bạn được in ra, nhưng mà tất cả là file giấy thôi các bạn. Thì cô phải thông báo với lại bộ phận coi thi là như vậy, là các bạn chỉ được đem tài liệu giấy vô, không có mang thiết bị ha. Và thầy cô không có nhận cái bài in riêng của 3 câu hỏi này, thầy cô chỉ nhận cái bài thi, cái tờ giấy thi thầy cô phát cho các bạn, và thầy cô chỉ nhận lại cái bài thi đó thôi, chứ không có nhận 3 cái câu hỏi này mà các bạn in riêng kèm vô, không có nhận ha. Và trường hợp đó nếu các bạn mất bài thì các bạn, đó là trách nhiệm của mình thôi, chứ thầy cô không có chịu trách nhiệm ha. Rồi, rất là rõ rồi. Như vậy thì I think everything might be clear to you, yeah, and okay, good luck for your exam, and see you on after midterm. Cô nghĩ là các bạn đã mang tài liệu giấy vô thì các bạn nốt tiếng Việt hay tiếng gì chắc cũng được các bạn. Cô nghĩ chắc không có vấn đề gì, chỉ cần là các bạn không có đem thiết bị vô thôi. bất cứ thiết bị gì các bạn không được đem vô phòng thi. Nó đơn giản là thầy cô không quản lý, không kiểm soát được rồi các bạn, nhưng mà bài cũng không có khó để các bạn phải đem quá nhiều thứ vô ha, đem tài liệu giấy thôi vô là đủ. Và 3 câu hỏi các bạn đã có sẵn 40 điểm rồi, các bạn có một tuần để chuẩn bị rồi ha. Thành ra đề không có khó. Yeah, so is any question, or if no question, should we stop here? And good luck for your exam. See you on after midterm. Và các bạn đừng quên các cái deadline nha, các cái deadline note topic and group members. Okay, thank you so much for all of your sharing today. Yes, and have a nice day to all. Yes, thank you and see you. Yes, thank you and see you. Yes, see you and good luck for exam.